Well, I think we can both safely say we weren't expecting this. Hey guys, welcome back to Small Football Manager 2018 and part 1 of season 13 of the Journeyman with our brand new club, FC Porto. Now, I certainly wasn't expecting this. You certainly weren't, because you've seen me accept the job offer from Villarreal all that time ago. And well, it's been a pretty crazy summer. We joined Villarreal, as expected, on the 28th of May 2029, whatever it was. We went and joined Villarreal, who finished 6th in La Liga. They had a Europa League football, but as soon as I got there, it went down to secure on the finances. And when I actually went and had a look at their finances, they were projected to be £800 million in debt by the end of sort of the theoretical 3 years that we would be there. And I thought, hold on, this wasn't what I was sold. I was sold a rich club that had the potential to go and compete for Champions League places, as demonstrated by this little timeline here. But apparently not. So, yeah, I thought, that's a bit strange. But we'll stick with it. They've got some good players. They had the likes of Borja Mayoral, who was very, very good. Mateo Kovacic, or Kovacic, sorry, who is pretty good as well. Miguel Volante looks pretty good. Yeah, I was quite positive about the season. And then the manager merry-go-round started, mainly caused by the fact we left Ajax, so a manager joined them, and then I think Gladbach lost their manager to somebody or other, and then Gustavo Gattuso, who was at Porto, went from Porto to Gladbach, I believe, something like that. I can't quite remember how it went, but basically the Porto job became available, and I thought, that would be interesting. Somehow we're black again. We need to change that, so let's go into that, and there you go. Good as new. So Porto was available, and I thought, that would be a very, very interesting job. So what I actually did was very risky. I resigned from Villarreal, a bit of the damned United in there, and then we applied for Porto, and we got the job. So we are now manager of Portugal, or Porto I should say, in Portugal. We were about a month out of a job, but yeah, we spent 12 days as Villarreal manager. We signed a few staff. Classe and Huntelaar came as our assistant, and then we went to Porto. So it was absolutely crazy what happened in the summer, but I think now it may well be time to find a new house in Portugal. So let's go to our browser, and we can find out exactly what we have decided. This is what we've went for, €1,003,000. We're on £24,000 a week, which is about €27,500 per week, which is around about, I think I worked out 5,200,000 over 4 years. So divide that by 4, it's about 1.4 million a year. So that's basically what we're looking at. So we've went and we've bought this €1.3 million pound mansion. It's 6-bedroom with stunning sea views, situated in an exclusive resort of Porto de Mos. The wonderful villa has enviable views of the sea. So let's have a little look at the gallery now. The pictures for some reason aren't that high in resolution. I don't know why that is, but that's just the case it is. But that's the front of the property. Those are the wonderful sea views that we talked about. I was like, too right, I'm living here. This is fantastic. We've got a massive indoor pool. Got nice spirally stairways. It is a lovely, lovely house. Got some deck chairs for me and the missus as we look over the sea, watch the yachts go out, and it's just a beautiful location. And 1.3 million euros. It really is a nice house. It's where I want to live. It's what I want to spend my wonga on from being here in Portugal. And I wasn't expecting to be here in Portugal, and I said I didn't want to come into a team that was straight away competing for titles, but Porto is a wonderful club, so that's what we've gone for. We'll go back to Football Manager now, and then we'll head into this. So yeah, Porto, the club itself has been, you know, fairly successful throughout this save. It's only actually won the Portugal Premier League 5 times out of the 12 seasons so far, but has never finished outside of the top 3, and that was until last season, where they actually finished 4th. So they're only in the Europa League this year, but they have got a lot of money. As you can see, we've got a 50 million transfer budget. That has been helped by the sale of some players. As I came in, there was players asking for a move, so we simply granted them that. But this is the transfer window that we've had. We're going to focus on the outs first. These were before I came. I think that was before I came. Brito was the first one we got rid of. He didn't actually want to leave, but Real Madrid came in with a big offer for him. He is a great player, but unfortunately he's had to go because Real Madrid offered that amount of money, and I can't refuse that. Toledo was our backup goalkeeper. He said he wanted to go out on loan. Funnily enough, Ajax came in and took it. But the big problem came when £30 million came in for our main goalkeeper, Diogo Costa, who is a brilliant, brilliant goalkeeper. He's had some wonderful times here. He's a real player, of course, and he's gone to West Brom for 30 million. I don't know how they're quite so rich. I'm assuming maybe they've been took over by a tycoon. Yes, they have. So West Brom maybe looking like a team that can compete for Premier League titles in the future, which is a little bit insane. So yeah, Diogo Costa, he's gone. Players we've brought in, you might have already seen the main one, Paul Glatzel. As soon as we came in, there wasn't a striker that was scoring a number of goals. So I thought, I'll have a little look, and then on the scout reports came up Paul Glatzel, and he was recommended at 80 odd or whatever. You can't actually see that scout report now, but we went in from 15.5 million, and we got him. You know, it was fairly easy in the end, and I think he'll do really well in Portugal. And yeah, we've brought him with us again. Sorry if that's getting a bit boring. We've also signed Grizelj from Dinamo Zagreb for 5.75 million. I think this is a cracking sign, actually. He's only 20 years old. He's already the best central defender at the club. He's got some fantastic physical stats, great mental stats, and also decent technical attributes. He's been a good player for Zagreb over the years, and I'm sure he'll come in sweetly here as well. We've also signed Philip Spagnoli from SC Braga, a 24-year-old Italian. He's not that good, but he's got some good attributes and has played well in this league before. He's got tons of experience. I think he'll do a decent job. I've signed a few more players. Andrea Bellotti is somebody that I brought in. He's 35-year-old now, but again, we needed somebody that can finish and has a lot of composure. So I certainly think that he'll be good. He's scored a lot of goals in his career. It was only last year that he didn't actually manage to get into double figures in this whole save, which is pretty insane, to be honest with you. And I think at the age of 35, he'll still do a decent job in the Portuguese league, and he comes in as our second best striker behind Glatzel. We've also signed Vukovski, who is a goalkeeper, 19 years old, 3.5 star current ability, 4.5 star potential, very good attributes. He's been playing at Lokomotiv Zagreb the last few years and doing a decent job, so hopefully he'll be good. We've also signed João Silva, but I don't think, yeah, I've got the head of youth development signed some new prospects, which, as we know, they tend to sign pretty rubbish players. So It's going to be difficult, most definitely. If we look at the expectations, we're expected to win the league. And considering we finished 4th last year, I don't know how realistic that's going to be. We're in the Europa League. I think we've got a realistic chance of winning that, actually. But we're expected to reach the quarterfinal. I'm pretty confident of doing that. Reach the final of the... I guess this is some sort of cup competition, maybe the League Cup kind of thing. And then we've got the Taça da Liga Cup as well. So both of these are cup competitions. Benfica have won this every single year since 2021 and have won all but one of the trophies in this league. I don't know why they're so dominant in this competition, but we'll certainly keep an eye on it and try and steal it off them. So, let's introduce you to the squad. The best player is Rui Perez. Who is a defensive midfielder. He looks pretty good, actually. He's been at Porto all of his career, which is really good. We've got Grasso as well, who's a wing back or right midfielder. He looks pretty good. And obviously the goalkeeper, Grisic. So 2 of our new signings. And even Paul Glatzel is in there as well. So that's really good. We've got some good potential in the under-19s. And the B team, which is what you like to see. If we go into reports, you can see plenty of potential at this club. So, without further ado, let's get into today's episode. We're going to try and keep with the formation that we introduced towards the end of last season with the with Ajax, and it did very well, to be fair. And we'll see how it does today. We're going to bring on Rui Perez. Or Perez into the midfield. Oh, shall we drop him back a little bit? You know what? We'll try that today, because Rui Perez is the best, or Perez is the best player at the club. So we'll stick with that. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So Vukovsky will start in goal. We've then got Messiah, Telalia, Griselj. In defence, we've then got Banegas, Perez and Campos in the next line. And then we've got Trosso, Stormian, Belotti, Varela and Glatzel up top. So let's see how we do today. It is certainly going to be very difficult to judge this team. And I think it's going to be quite a difficult project here, because we're expected to win straight away. And we haven't really had that pressure before. You know, at Ajax we were expected to compete for the title, but not necessarily win it straight away. That gap is terrifying, especially when they've got 3 players filling it. We may have made the wrong decision tactically, but we'll see how it works today, and we'll get into it. Come on, Porto, let's win our first match in charge. If you guys are still enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like down below on the video. But any Porto fans out there, a big hello to you. It's been a pretty crazy career so far to get here. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Here's Vukovsky. Gets it to Griselj now, to Campos. Campos on the left-hand side. Gets it forward towards Paul Glatzel on his debut. Look at him lighting up the attack, and Varela has scored. Paul Glatzel with an inch-perfect cross into the middle, and Varela with the header. It's 1-0, and that is absolutely brilliant. Campos with the initial ball, then Glatzel moving forward. Glatzel got it in, and Varela just nodded it in. It's 1-0. Come on, boys. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. So, obviously, Sporting Lisbon are going to be a tough team this year to beat. And there's Benfica as well. Can't really think of any other big Portuguese sides, but we'll have a look at who finished 3rd last season. Maybe it was Braga. I really don't know. Don't have a lot of knowledge about the Portuguese top division, but we'll see. Here's Morales forward. Menzies. Ooh, that's just over the bar. That was close. That was very close. So it's National, S13. I know there's a racing track there, but it is going to be tough here. It really is a reality check. This is somewhere I have never managed before, just like in Holland. Never managed in Portugal on FM before. So brand new experience for me, and I'm looking forward to it because I did want to manage here this year. So I'm really glad that we've got this opportunity. Here's Carry On. Good tackle by Perez. That's why he's in the team. Here's Campos. Gets it forward towards Glatzel. Glatzel on the ball now to Trosso. Trosso forward to Varela. Varela to Belotti, who gets his first goal at the club. It's 2-0. Andrea Belotti with a beautiful finish there. Varela, unselfish, it has to be said. He had a big opportunity to score himself here. I don't know why he didn't quite go for it. But Belotti scores. It's 2-0. That's exactly what we're talking about. Brilliant stuff. Come on, Porto. I'm really looking forward to this. I really am. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about it. And, oh, sorry about whacking me mic there. And obviously resigning from Villarreal was a bit of a cop-out at the end of the day. It would have been a good challenge to try and get them financially prudent again, but I just felt like I'd been misled, to be honest. You know, they said they were a rich team and would have a wealth of resources there, and we just didn't. You know, we had a 2 million transfer budget, we had about 20 grand on the wage budget. We would have had to sell players to keep the club afloat. So, yeah, and Porto came along. You know, if the Porto job didn't become available, then we just simply wouldn't have bothered resigning. We would have been at Villarreal now. Here's Menezes, good tackle by Benegas. Now here's Belotti forward to Paul Glatzel. Can he get his first goal? He can. All three of our strike force getting a goal today. Paul Glatzel with the one there. That was absolutely brilliant. And Belotti with the assist, I think. Yeah, it was Belotti. He got it across to Paul Glatzel, and he did the rest. What a goal that is. And him scoring on his debut. It's a bit of an ominous sign for the opposition, isn't it? But that was fantastic. It's 3-0 now, and we really have been performing well today. So Trosso, let's bring him off. We can put... the thing is, do we want to move Paul Glatzel into that position? I guess we can do. We'll put Carnero up top. We'll bring off Perez and we'll put in Lorente. We seem to have a lot of players that can play in the same roles, which is really good. So Ivan can come into defence. He's not quite a defender, but that's absolutely fine. Triple substitution. We'll get a good look at our players. I think, you know, we've got 50 million to spend. I think we will make a couple of more signings. We're not going to spend all the money. We're not going to be silly about it, unless a big player comes along. That's gone down as a Glatzel goal. Can you believe that? If he starts getting goals like that go for him, he is going to walk the Golden Boot this year. That really shouldn't have been a Paul Glatzel goal, but it is, and it's 4-0 now, and a perfect start to our Porto career. And maybe shows that this tactic can work with the defensive midfielder in there, which is good to know. Oh, that's just hit the post. Here's Griselge, gets it forward now to Varela. Juan Carlos, carry on now. Menezes, Asandri. Ooh, Lorente. Come on, boot it, son. Nah, couldn't quite do that. So there we go. 4-0. That's what we're talking about. Dude. Carry on. And there it is. 4-0. What a start to our career in Portugal and at Porto. That is what we call a good result. if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you do leave a like down below. It really does mean a lot for me, and it really does help out the channel as well, especially with part 1's at new clubs. So if you have enjoyed it, or if you just want to help out the channel, then make sure you do leave a like, and it really does help. And make sure you share it to all your friends, all your family, your dog, your cat, whoever. I'm going to stop rambling now. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.